You have an automatic auto tune like in your throat?
Yeah, I built it inside my throat.
It's from lots of smoking.
It's from all the smoking I do.
Of incense?
Of incense. Because, I just want to be the very best. Like no one ever was. To catch them is my real test. To train them is my cause.
Come on, gotta catch 'em all.
This is the Pinball Minority Report. I'm Erika.
And I'm Manu.
And we are two pinball fanatics that just bring you a bunch of fun pinball stuff. We got stories. We talk about things in the pinball world. And we also now do interviews. So, Manu, what are we talking about today?
I'm glad you asked. We have a special guest with us. She is the co-owner of Captain Crazy's Paradise in Foley, Alabama.
Foley.
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 The director of marketing at Marco Pinball and the creator of the Imoto Pinball Challenge, which we'll be happy to explain later. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the one and only Imoto Arcade.
I really thought you were going to say the creator of the Imoto Arcade channel, and I was going to be like, no, I am Imoto Arcade, and then you just threw out some deep pinball.
Yep.
That was some COVID times.
If you don't know, now you know, or you will know. Okay, so also we have a couple other things. We're going to talk about how to make pinball more an inclusive space.
Yeah, it's going to be quite the fun one. So Imoto's joining us here on this ride that we've got going on. Ride? Interview?
I'm so happy to be on this ride. I'm strapped in. Ready to
Strap in. Put your hands and feet inside the vehicle.
How are you,
inside the frame?
Imoto?
I'm doing great. It's a whirlwind of time, space, continuum or something. Lots of stuff going on in my life. Every instance of everything that's going on in my life is pinball relevant projects and stuff like that. So super excited, super kind of anxious because we're already halfway through the year. As Erika and I were talking about a few minutes before we started, we're less than 100 days away from Pinball Expo, one of the biggest pinball shows of the year, where we do a huge homebrew experience out there. So lots of things cooking. Southern Fried's right down the street. Doing a music festival this week. Oh God, in a few days.
Yeah, it's this week.
And we're building an awesome, more robust catalog website at Marco too, that will help all of these navigational woes that everyone's been having for the past few years. Like, believe me, we know because we're our own customers too, and we see those kind of journey pathways, and it's like the top of my list and our team's list of fixing those and making it a lot easier to just navigate the very complex world of pinball and pinball parts.
There's a lot of them. How many pinball parts would you say there are that exist, Imoto?
In our catalog alone, we're just shy of 40,000 SKUs, and we don't have everything. We wish we had everything. We wish we could support every single game to all the way down to the nuts and bolts. And that's kind of a mission of ours. We're not anywhere near that. And as every new manufacturer comes out and they start building their own proprietary parts, got to carry all of those things too, because we want everything from 4 million BC down to Pokemon to keep working 50 years from now. So it's all about supporting that.
Keeping pinball alive.
Never ending. Yeah, it's exciting. Keep pinball alive.
Can I ask, because I've never even seen the factory or the warehouse. How big is the warehouse or whatever that Marco is?
I honestly am not sure on the square footage of it. It's not as big as we'd like it to be, that's for sure. If you look on our website and go to our About Us section, we actually have a video that I recorded. It was kind of like maybe that was my resume into working with Marco. I went out there and shot this About Us video, and then after that it was like, I'm in for the ride forever, but I got lots of B-roll of the factory, and you can see, or our shop, basically. It's not a factory. All the big rows of pinball parts and little bins marked and stuff. So even just keeping all that stuff organized is its whole process. But we have a really awesome team that, you know, is passionate about doing it, and yeah, it's a lot of pinball parts.
A lot of parts. A lot of
A lot of
pinball.
parts. Did you know that every pinball machine back in the day would have 1.5 miles of wiring in it?
How did she get like 40 years older already?
Oh, it's my birthday, my 40th birthday, by the
Is
way.
it?
I got my street cred. Yeah.
Woo!
When?
Yeah,
When is
I
your
made it.
birthday? The day we're taping this now?
Well, technically in like a couple days. The
Okay.
16th. It could be when this is released. I don't remember the release date, so
Happy
it
birthday,
could be
Imoto.
belated. Thank you. I worked hard to get here. I'm happy. The amount of people that were like, "Oh my gosh, I thought you were 24," and just like really had your stuff together. It's like, oh, it took a long time. A long time to get here.
Well, you look great and happy
Appreciate
birthday.
it. Well,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
Always feel 24 forever, you know. The
Yeah,
joys of being in the arcade and pinball industry.
definitely. Oh, there's a lot of fun that comes with that.
I know that Erika and I did a little search online, and we're like, everybody asks Imoto about her origin story and stuff like that. But what I'm curious about is, the origin story, the pinball origin story, not where you came from as a child.
No,
Yeah.
it got to the point where I was like, should I just make like a tape recording of this and then just give it to everyone? Because yeah, it is usually
Your channel, your old YouTube channel popped up in my feed like a couple of years ago, and I saw it was Imoto Arcade on YouTube. What was the origin of that? You did videos and stuff and interviews and stuff.
Yeah. And I would have continued it too if it wasn't for the pesky kids. So by trade, I'm a cinematographer and a producer. I have Captain Crazy Productions, production company based out of Atlanta since 2008. Growing up in arcades, it was such a huge and important part of my mental and social development. I feel like as a teenager going to arcades, that's where I met all my best friends. That's where I learned, how to navigate life and stuff. When they kind of all those public spaces died out in around like 2004, 2005, kind of this type of arcade didn't really exist. So fast forward to 2011, and this is actually kind of part of my origin story thing. But Galloping Ghost Arcade, I was in a film production, filming this horror movie in Gary, Indiana for months, and we found out that there was this crazy arcade just an hour north of us. So we went to check it out, and it was like all of the childhood things just like, because it was this awesome free play arcade. They had at that time over 200, maybe 300 games from like every era of video games and pinball machines, mostly video games. And it was like the spark ignited, and I was like, oh my God, arcades are making a comeback. I finally have a third space where I can like exist in and feel comfortable in. So as with Captain Crazy Productions, with my brother, our primary clients are all over the place. Like we don't do productions mainly in Atlanta. Most of our work is like going out and working in California or Texas or North Dakota or whatever. All over the place, they ship us out. We shoot every time since the Galloping Ghost experience in 2011. Every time we'd go to a new city, I would look up to see if there was an arcade. And if there was, I'd go in, we'd go in with all of our video equipment. I give them a call and be like, yo, can we interview you and do a little video of your spot to promote it, to be like, hey, people, arcades are back. Let's go. Everyone support this local arcade so it doesn't die like they did back then, because that's what it is. You need your local community to support your local business in order to stay alive. And that's where I spawned off the Imoto Arcade channel. And the goal was always to do like make a pitch deck to do an official travel show, where it would be like on Discovery or something like that, one of these bigger clients we were working with, to be like an arcade travel show. So every episode would be like a different arcade grouped into like B-roll of the city and, you know, like why you should go to Seaside, California. You know, look at this beautiful Monterey Beach. You know, you have Lynn's Arcade with 40 plus pinball machines in there, and
Yeah.
kind of make those kind of episodical things. So as I started shooting those, and those little small segments was kind of like building up to that big, more formal production. I started meeting people in pinball, and that's when I met the Marco team in 2016 at TPF, and uh, started meeting the same people over and over, and then I started creating content specifically for them, and then that kind of pulled me away from just focusing on that kind of like travel show kind of idea. But the whole point was to just let people know that arcades were making a comeback, and then you should go support them right now because it's awesome. You guys could agree, right? Arcades are like the greatest public space that could exist.
Well,
Better than a library.
this
Yeah.
is my
Better
second
than
go
the
around.
bar with just TV screens playing sports ball.
Sports ball.
Just kidding.
Because we're in a
We played
spobby. Did you
FIFA
guys
in
know
here.
that? The pinball's a spobby? I've been seeing that online. I don't know. It's a sport hobby. A spobby.
Bobbies.
Yeah. I don't know. You can choose to take it or leave it. I just letting you know. That's what the cool kids are saying these days.
Well, that's wonderful.
Anyway.
I gotta make a confession. I met Imoto in 2015. But Imoto didn't meet me. I saw, and I'm pretty sure it was you, Imoto. I was at a little event in Banning, which was the most pinball people playing pinball simultaneously. Were you at that?
Oh my gosh. The Guinness Book of World Records thing at
The
Museum of
Guinness World
Pinball?
Record. Museum of
Wow.
Pinball, Banning on January 17th, 2015.
Yep.
I
Yeah. That was before
made
I
a
even
pilgrim.
liked pinball. I was just starting to get it.
Really? So
Mhm.
I made a pilgrimage down there to be
Wow,
part
you're a
of
part of it.
that world
With Dave
record.
Valansky? I think he
No, I
was.
didn't know David. I didn't know anybody. I didn't go to Free Gold Watch, and none of that had happened. I was just a pinball person myself. And I said, I got to be part of this. And I'm walking around, Erika, this is great. I'm walking around and I see a little film crew. And I'm like, film crew? Oh boy, I know this. Because I was doing my YouTube channel, which was Pull My Focus back in the day. We taught about film and stuff. So of course, I'm like, oh, all right, let's go. And then I see this little, okay, she's a little, okay.
And I'm like
All
down
right.
here.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
She's action. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'll leave that to what you guys want to think. But no,
That's
cool.
I first saw you doing your thing in Banning. Yeah.
That was really what propelled me into pinball. In fact, the reason why I have screens above all of my playfields is because of seeing Indisc, which was originally hosted at the Museum of Pinball in Banning, California. That's what they did, so you could watch the top players play. And I attribute a lot of my falling in love with pinball to Kenny Hardy, who was one of the curators of the museum, and he kind of took me under his wing and is like, "Get out of the video game area." So, like, if you remember, Museum of Pinball was
Yeah.
two distinct different
2
areas. It was like
rooms. Yeah.
600 pinball machines in here and 600 arcade games in here, both of every era. So most of the time I was over there and I was filming all the classic arcade games, stuff that I remember as a kid. Helped off with like the Kong off and stuff that was going in that world. And Kenny Hardy's like, "No, come check out pinball." And I'm like, what is this? So two things that I got from that was one, he made me stop and watch people play pinball.
Wow.
And so he held me there because I'm trying to shoot B-roll everywhere. You guys know what it is like to hold Imoto down into a spot for a few minutes. So he was able to hold me there and watch. And it just happened to be, I didn't know who any of these people were, but I remember their names. It was Zach Sharp going up against Keith Elwin in a match. And I was watching the screen and being like, how did he do that? How did he hit that exact shot that he needed? How did he control the flippers like that? Like, you can do that in pinball? And then he's like, yeah, and there's like rules and storylines involved. So he took me over to Who Done It. And he's like, look, this is Clue. You're trying to find the murderer and the murder weapon. And look, I hear here. Okay, now I have to select the murderer, you know. And then that kind of like contextually like brought it all together for me. And then we went down the line and he's like, you know, this game was made by Steve Ritchie and this game was made by Steve Ritchie. These are Mark Ritchie's games. These are George Gomez games. And like, you can tell the similarities. And, you know, here's Christian Marsh art with the pointy people. And it's like, there's a whole freaking history, linealogy, you know, coming from like where I would constantly be like on IMDb anytime I watched a movie to be like, who's the director, who's the DP, who are the actors, what other stuff did they do, who colored this, that's amazing, and kind of go into their deep lore. It was all right here in pinball too. So I just dove into every freaking rabbit hole, and then, you know, get to the repair part, and that's like it's whole new doors opening. You know, too, Manu starting to get under playfields a lot, and you too,
Yeah.
Erika, starting to get under playfields a lot. It's exciting, just as it is challenging and never ending.
Yeah. No, that's so I would say very similar when I got into pinball, when I started learning about designers, and like when it clicked for me, and I was like, oh wait, no, now I need to know more. Like, it was like finding out who the director was and who the
Yeah.
cinematographer was, and like who are the people involved, because like as a filmmaker I do recognize that, like, oh, you want to like know the crew, right? I used to, yeah, that's so fun. I've never thought of it that way.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I like tapped into kind of your origin story by accident.
I know, it's
of
just
filming
it's
pinball.
exuding passion.
Whoa,
I can say,
you were
since you
there.
said when you
Murph,
first
don't let me leave.
saw me, I know. Why didn't you come say hi to me? I don't know. I don't, and I'm sorry, Manu, but I don't know when was the first time we like had
I do.
correspondence. Okay, let's hear it.
Apology
I
not
remember
not
my first
accepted.
time talking to Erika. So I'll tell that story after, but I am curious. When did we first meet?
We actually
Tinder.
met. I swiped
That's a
right.
throwback. That's
Is that the way you're
throwback to
supposed to
another
swipe? Right
Does that
or
still
left? I don't
exist?
know. Does that still exist?
I think Tinder still exists. Yeah.
Erika? We're asking Erika because she probably knows.
If I know Tinder still exists, I don't need it, but it's still there.
Imoto, a wonderful gentleman by the name of Jeff Teolis.
Oh, Jeff.
Now you remember where we
How
were
could you
formally
forget?
introduced at Free Go Watch.
Jeff's a good guy.
At Free Go Watch, we were formally introduced at Free Go Watch.
For his pinball profile tour.
For his pinball profile tour, yeah. And
for those of you that don't know Jeff, he hosts an amazing pinball podcast. I personally believe he has one of the best voices ever. I could listen to him talk all day. And I like tune in all the time to Pinball Profile. So feel free to check him out.
My shout out to Jeff too is he started his Pinball Profile format in a time where there was so much going on in pinball outside of just like the manufacturers dropping games, and he took the initiative and the time and effort to just interview all different types of people in pinball, and that was like collect them all Pokemon style, and he would do these cool like 10-15 minute just profiles of all of these people in the community, and it was just, his format is awesome. Completely. And he actually taught me really good mic etiquette when you're talking to a guest. You don't do this, but you do a little wrist flip, so it's less obtrusive. The viewer's eyes aren't gonna like be following this whole thing around. You just do a little.
Why didn't you tell me that when I was doing all the homebrew stuff?
Oh, I'm sure I did. I tell everyone.
Yeah.
That's what Jeff taught me. Yeah, I love Jeff. And I do remember that was a really fun event. But I feel like I was familiar with Mystery Pinball Theater 3000 before.
Well, I mean, of course you were.
Because I've gone to Free Gold Watch several times. Yeah. So maybe I was probably like fan struck at that point, and
no, I beat you to it.
Needed Jeff to be like, this is Manu, before I could be like, I don't want to talk to him.
Yeah, I clearly beat you to it. I was fan struck in 2015,
Yeah.
but whatever. Who cares?
We're
Doesn't
all
matter.
fan struck of each other.
But when I met Erika, I think that you were with your dad,
Yeah.
came up to us at Golden State. We did Golden State 2000, I don't know, 17 or 18? Maybe?
It was going to be 2022 when
Oh
I went to
God.
Golden
Okay.
State.
My time. Yeah, okay, so it was after COVID.
Yeah.
We
'Cause
did
I got
one
into
Golden State and took a break, but just because we have this a lot of same passions and love. So she was like, I got my first pinball machine, it's a Lord of the Rings, and I was like, I've been looking for this game for forever, that's my holy grail game. And then she's like, yeah, and I'm in the film industry and I do camera work, and I'm like, who is this chick? She's so freaking cool. And then we've stayed in touch ever since, and I'm so glad to see that you're creating awesome content, and you stuck with all of us crazy people to do it. It's
It's
rad.
been super
You're
fun.
a great addition to
Fun little
our
for
chaos.
people that are watching. I'm wearing, oh God. I'm wearing the shirt that
Hey!
Imoto gave me
Yeah.
at Golden State.
I was like, dude, we have to get this chick a shirt. She's rad.
That's so fun to hear your side of the story. So for people that listened in on a past episode, I talked about meeting Imoto for the first time. So that's fun for me actually to kind of hear your perspective of all of it, Imoto too.
I was
That's
so
sick.
stoked.
Sweet. Me too. I was nervous. I was like telling my dad, I was like, so this is so cool. It's fun to like, yeah, it's been a journey, and it's been a journey, and
branding.
it's been fun to report about it.
With other minorities.
With other minorities.
We never really leaned heavy on the title.
A PSA to a pinball service announcement to anyone listening or watching any of these podcasts. When you see any one of us of the three at a pinball show, please come up and talk to us, because although you're like, oh man, these are the cool, so extroverted, all three of us are like insane introverts, and we are not good at walking up to strangers and talking to them. And we've probably seen you before too, and we're too nervous to talk to you, and we want you to approach us. So like, please do us a favor. We want to meet you as much as you want to meet us. Just come say hi. And for me, I get all the time people saying like, oh, you look too busy, so I didn't want to bother you. Like, just stop me and say hi. It makes me feel so good and keeps me energized and stuff too. So don't be too scared to approach any of us, and most likely none of us will approach you, even though we probably want to.
Bravo.
Was that accurate?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah. I would say I'm a little less introverted, but I do struggle to like go up to people as well, just because when you talk to me, I'm
no, we definitely, like, anytime we need someone to talk to someone, we send Erika to do it. And she doesn't squirm. She's like, okay, bet, let me go.
Yeah.
Me and Manu are like, oh, God.
Yeah, you pretty much. Pretty much.
You need a spray. Yeah.
Well, we could make this whole thing an interview, but we're not gonna, because Erika has some fun stuff planned for you, Miss Imoto Arcade.
Yeah.
Is that right, Imoto? I mean,
I have like a little mini game.
Erika, I know.
I
know.
A mini game. I love
some
mini
game stuff. Yeah. So these are kind of little things that I figured it'd be kind of fun, because Imoto, you get interviewed all the time, and I'm really glad we get to like do all this little stuff. But it'd be kind of fun to know some more of your like pinball knowledge in these like little quirky ways. So I have this small little movie trivia about pinball, and Manu, you can guess on this one too. And I'd love
I'll
for
be
you
second.
To participate, because I have not told Manu the answer to this question. But did you know? So this trivia is there are only 2 pinball machines that are licensed after a Best Picture Oscar-winning movies. Do you know what 2 pinball machines those are? And it's just, there are plenty of Oscar noms, right? But these 2 specific
Oscar
pinball
winners.
machines that are Oscar Best Picture winners.
Best Picture.
Yeah, so the
Titanic.
Best Picture winners.
You don't know someone not making a Titanic homebrew machine right now?
You can't do that. No, I
Don't
call
let go,
tournament
Jeff.
director. Tournament director.
Shit. Okay. I mean, sorry. Poop.
Yeah. As I was doing some research around
Star
the
Wars.
Oscars. So you think Star Wars? Is that one? That's one of your
Dune.
guesses.
I'm
And
just
Dune.
feeling out. I was gonna say Twister, but there's no way that made an Oscar.
It's a picture for Twister.
Although in my heart it did.
Alien?
Demolition Man.
So you think Alien is one of the for Best Picture?
I think maybe
Best Picture
Singer
Oscar
Weaver
Pictures.
would get
that
Best
they
Actress,
won it.
but
Not that they were nominated, but that they won Best Picture.
Lord of the Rings.
So Lord of the Rings, one guess. Cool. It's a good one.
I'm at a loss.
Do I only get? I guess a lot. What are you pointing at?
You gave a few guesses.
Photos.
Oh, I just got a thumb up just to count. I can put one finger.
Guesses already.
Okay.
Okay. So Lord
Manu,
of the
do you have any?
Rings.
So she says Lord of the Rings. You said Star Wars, Dune. Okay, you gave a few.
I
And then
said Alien,
Manu.
but that didn't win
Alien?
Best Picture. There's no way that won Best Picture. I'm stumped.
All of the movies that I'm thinking of, I'm like, there's no way they won an Oscar.
I know.
In that. Although in my heart.
Yeah.
All right. I'll go ahead and reveal it. The two. So you guys did get one, or Imoto, you got one. Lord of the Rings was the Best Picture winner for Return of the King. And Lord of the Rings technically has all three movies in it, so that's kind of how that counts, right? And Godfather.
Oh,
duh.
man.
Yeah. So those are the two pinball. Those are
I
the
knew.
only two pinball machines that have ever been created, like that are a Best Picture winner Oscar like thing and made into a pinball machine. So my other like fun little question, I don't know,
That was a good one.
for this year's Oscar nominees for Best Picture, which one of them would you like to see made into a pinball machine? So Best Picture noms this year were Begonia, F1, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, The Secret Agent, Sentimental Value, Sinners, and Train Dreams. I know that's a lot, but of those Best Pictures, do you have any that you would like to see made into a pinball machine?
No.
Heck yes.
I have a whole list of like 90s movies I want made into pinball machines. I don't need anyone making any of those ones. Sorry. What's your answer,
How about you, Manu? Then you seemed excited.
Sinners all day.
Yeah.
Because I want some Michael B. Jordan call-outs.
Yes.
I don't care. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah. No, same. I think of that list of movies, I think Sinners would make a really great pinball machine.
Of course, I got to represent too, don't I?
Yeah. Gotta get you.
I get my minority in.
Yeah.
Oh, reporting.
Yeah. And then I think Begonia would also, personally, I think would have made a really fun pinball machine as well, because I enjoy Emma Stone's performance in that one. Of the other ones, though, I'm good. It's okay.
I'm just waiting for a Princess Mononoke pinball machine.
That's the one we gotta make, Imoto. We have to make that. That's the dream. That's a dream theme right there. The only way to make it happen is to build it, though. And if we build it, they will play it.
They will play it.
Yeah, they will.
Sweet.
Stand in line.
Yeah, that was my little pinball trivia for you. And let's figure out what you kind of like for movies and pinball, you know?
I just have more stuff to run by Imoto, if you don't mind. We could talk a little bit about Marco. So you mentioned earlier that you guys are building a new interface. It's got to be extremely difficult. I know this because I go to your website pretty much every day of the week to look for references to things and this and that and whatever. You have greatly improved the search already. Are you guys trapped behind technology that's older now, and you're coming up with a new? Are you
basically
redoing
our
anything?
websites? I think they officially launched the website like 2011 or 2013, maybe latest.
That's
so it's an old infrastructure that we are building up, and it's hard to again 40,000 product SKUs into systems. That's all back-end stuff, right? It doesn't really matter. But how all the systems talk to each other is definitely a big feat. But we have a really, really awesome internal IT team kind of helping us through this next evolution
It's got to be
of
incredibly difficult because of the inconsistencies already coming from the manufacturers.
the manuals are wrong.
The
on
manuals
some
are
stuff.
wrong. Usually
The
I'll see
manuals
yeah.
are wrong, and you see, and we try to document that too. That's just as important. So like I was just looking at some flipper switches that are either normally open or normally closed in the Bally Williams era. It just kind of like potato to pot, blah. You know what I'm trying to
That's
say.
easy for you to say.
It's not. If
Potato
this
Topanga.
machine has a normally open flipper switch or a normally closed flipper switch, easy to make that mistake. The part numbers at the very end, it's either a 4 or a 3. In the actual manuals for several of those games in that era, they actually listed the wrong part number. So it's
Yeah.
super confusing. So you look at the manual and you're like, okay, this is supposed to be normally open, but then on the physical machines across the manufacturer board, it's normally closed. So we try to document that like in our product descriptions and stuff too. So when you come to this same issue that, I ran in the other day with one of my games, it's clearly being there like, oh yeah, by the way, the 8-ball manual for this part number is incorrect. And this is actually what you need. So we try to do a lot of that. And the biggest hump besides just like the how to make it work and how to display it nicely is just getting all of that information to associations to, like I was saying before, you can click on I need a washer for this motor on Tron. You can go through our website and see like, oh, this is the washer, it's associated to Tron, it takes out the guessing work for you, the long hours of like hoping the manual's right, all those sort of things. So my big thing is like, if you ever find something on our website that is inaccurate or is not associated, like you bought a part from us and it in the associations compatible with thing doesn't have that game that you put it in and it works perfectly in your game, please reach out to us and drop us a line. We'll send you a free shipping code for your next order. We'll send you swag or whatever. Like all of that is just helping everyone else in the future. Because like you said, it's not just buying the part from us, which is great because that's how we keep the doors open, but it's the reference material for everyone else. Like we want that to be like, there needs to be a good source of truth of like where these parts go and everything like that. So like I use it all the time too. And that's why you see when we get stuff like out of stock or that's unobtainium, we put it as a for reference. So it's still live. It's still able to be
That's
searched. It still
hugely.
hits all those SEOs and connectivity to everything else. You see at the reference down at the bottom of our product descriptions, that's like, this is the Stern part number, but this is actually the same part in a Bally Williams game. So that's their part number, but it's all this same whatever thing, coil sleeve or whatever.
Yeah.
So getting out of it takes a village,
Yeah.
so any support and help from the community to keep that updated is just super helpful for all of us techs. Just,
All right.
you look at these
Yeah.
pinball machines and they just break, man. Like
That's all they
it's
do.
amazing.
And they've been like evolving over the years too, like right with every single company, and oh my gosh, yeah.
Right. Lots of little variations in parts,
Different
but there
ramps,
is
plastics.
there's different cross compatibilities though. And then, the supply chain's always an issue, there's so many parts becoming unobtainium now. So trying to get those remanufactured so we can get games working again. It's a lot, but we
Yeah.
hope to have some nice updates for everyone soon, and we'll continue to reiterate forever. We want it to be an easy, navigable website that is very informative. It's got lots of
All
big
right.
plans going in the
I'm
process.
I'm glad I asked. You guys definitely have thought about it a lot. So let's go back from, well, which one is the jacuzzi and which one is the pool? Were we just in the pool? We're going to the jacuzzi now to talk
Probably,
about
yeah.
something
Yeah.
fun that Erika has for us to try, maybe?
No, that was the
Another
jacuzzi talk.
Is that the jacuzzi?
another pinball minigame.
Yeah, a little pinball. Okay, we'll figure out what's the jacuzzi and what's the
I prefer jacuzzi.
Can I press the
Pools are
button to
usually
turn
too
the
cold for me.
bubbles?
pool.
Yeah.
Erika wants to press the buttons for the bubble.
The jets, yeah.
What
I used to do
you
that
got,
as a
Erika?
kid. Even when I left it, I would always click it. It's pretty bad. Well, speaking of bubbles, pinball seems to have some too with people, right? Okay. I'm trying to be better at segueing, guys.
I know,
What about
you're getting better.
inclusive spaces
People
in
pinball
pinball?
bubbles. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right? Because I feel like each different pinball place I go to has a different like pinball bubble. Right. So I got a very nice email from a listener of the pod. Her name's Amy, and she's opening up a new arcade in New England, Massachusetts called Tilted. I want to make sure I get this right. Tilted Orbit Arcade. And she sent me an email. I thought it was really lovely. And she was asking a little bit about how to make pinball spaces more welcoming for women in particular. But I think just wanted to get some of your guys' like feedback and talk a little bit about how you feel pinball spaces can be inclusive of all sorts of people. If anybody wanted to go first, Manu, Imoto, Bueller.
Step one is starts with the staff. I think making sure that your people that you putting out to represent your public space is in the correct mindset of inclusivity for everyone. Sometimes they don't realize they are or they aren't, but there's certain ways to address situations in the most respectful way that makes people feel comfortable. And I think there's coaching that needs to happen to people. You can't just assume, people know about that sort of stuff. And they are your reflection of who you are as a business. So that's always important. And I mean, for us, the wonderful thing about pinball in general is it's just like, it is so inclusive. Everyone of every walk of life could fall in love with pinball and feel the healing benefits of it, from whether it's an extension to a community or just working out something internally through the gameplay of just being sucked into that world under glass. But we as humans create the segregation of stuff, which stinks. But sometimes having groups like a Bells and Chimes chapter, or just like we have a ladies and non-binary chapter here at Captain Crazies, and that allows folks that don't feel as comfortable coming to like our open tournaments to have a more like a smaller kind of group of people to kind of warm them up to, maybe coming out and playing with a bigger group of people. So
Definitely.
doing those kind of extra efforts to make people feel comfortable and, come out of their shell. And we still have some folks in that group that are not ready to come play in our open leagues, and that's okay. We have events run specific for them. One thing a handful of arcades I know are doing, and I'd like to start too if I can make the time, and I suggest Free Gold Watch and anyone else to do too, is to have like a low sensory time frame where you could invite people that maybe have anxiety towards being in public spaces where it's really loud and filled with a lot of people. Lots of children like on the spectrum, or they have autism or something like that. Invite them to your arcade in maybe less peak hours, but a designated time for them to come in here and enjoy the games where they're not as loud. There's not a whole lot of stimulation and stuff like that. Those types of sort of dedicated spaces and time for different, pockets of community is always awesome. And, it may only be one person showing up, but I guarantee you just affected that one person's life for the good for forever,
Yeah. No,
you have one
definitely.
person come, that's a total win, because that could just really change, that could just help their day and help them get through whatever next battle they're dealing with. So it's not always about the numbers, the quantity, but just the quality you bring to kind of each individual.
Yeah, building your community that comes and shows up to
Hmm.
support your business.
Yeah.
Yeah. The people that will keep showing up again and again.
Amen. That's
What you got,
great.
Manu?
Well, I echo the same thing, and really, a lot of it comes down to the staff. Fortunately, we took on a new hire. If I could, just recently in the last few months, his name is August. He's probably the nicest, coolest person that has ever worked at Free
Oh,
Really is. I got to give him a shout out. He cares about the staff. He knows how to fix games, and yeah. So it really comes. I mean, everyone there right now. I think there's a really nice stable of people, including Isaiah, who helps out there. Small
Isaiah.
Change, August, myself. Everyone there is fortunately um um understanding and social enough to really put out a caring feeling. But Imoto, like you said, it's not a presupposed thing where people automatically know how to deal with people. And in pinball, it's a lot of people just dealing with people and making everyone feel welcome. So if I'll just echo that statement that you made. It's not an automatic. It's nice to be open to everyone's different point of view. And I think that's all I got, really. Yeah.
I
Nice.
think a few other low hanging fruit suggestions as a business owner, to make people feel more included in your space, is to kind of keep any sort of like politics or religion stuff kind of outside of your business, because that can affect people as well too.
Don't own an
Unless, like,
arcade.
it seems like it's such a blanket statement, but
Yeah.
if you're like at your arcade and you're running some sort of news syndicate, then you're gonna have people not feeling comfortable on either side of whatever fence they want to stand on or whatever. So just
That's why we
be
put
careful
sports
and
ball
considerate
on.
with that. Yeah, I just put pinball streams on. Actually, I have
Nice.
2 TVs behind my bar. One is exclusively for whoever's streaming pinball on Twitch, and the other one is for sumo wrestling on Twitch.
Oh, sick.
It's freaking rad. Who doesn't want to watch sumo wrestling while they drink?
Exactly.
So fun. Oh, right on. No, that's cool. No, I
Transmission
want
Arcade would put like mini trains, like just fun, like neutral, everyone can enjoy it sort of stuff.
totally. Yeah, and
This is
I
our
guess
escape. We want to escape
definitely.
from everything out there when we come into an arcade to our third space. So make it friendly with everyone by keeping those sort of texture layers maybe out.
friendly and fun. And yeah, I want to say like definitely being here with you, Imoto, is very cool because I want to like just say too, like you are one of the reasons why I'm in pinball. I saw you in a video and I was like, there's a woman here in this space, so I can be here too. Like women, it's hard because it's kind of this new resurgence of pinball, right? And I do recognize that there are, just like in the film industry, right? Like I have been the only woman on set before, right? And so I know what it's like. And so I think that's when I came into pinball, I kind of was like, okay, well, let's just do it all over again. When in film, I literally made a women in film group because I just felt like I wanted more women on set, and a lot of women were like struggling to get their way on set. So I created a group where female filmmakers could be like, hey, I do this, and sort of like get on set. I've since retired that because I didn't have the time anymore to run it. But I've felt now the same in pinball where I'm like, okay, well, how do I make this feel like a space where other women, and I've been feeling very blessed because I've had other women in the past before tell me too, like, oh, I made my Instagram because of you, or like I actually feel safe to like go play pinball, and that felt cool because it was like, wow, Imoto. And I also want to give a shout out to Pinball Jen, because Pinball Jen was also another woman that I saw,
Spooky
who
Jen.
I was like, yeah, Spooky Jen. And she was another woman I saw. I was like, okay, I can do this. Like I can be here too, and I can be a part of this space. So yeah, I'd also say, like, if you are looking to start a pinball channel or journey of some sort, feel free to like do it. Let's be here together. And it's been really fun to see like the community grow and have people. Yeah, I just think having people that are like you in similar spaces helps. And like you said, like a bells and chimes, I think when you have a dedicated night for women or non-binary people to attend, I think that helps to just like make a space of comfort. Kind of like, I was trying to explain this to someone. It's like kind of like having a bros night, right? Like women kind of like want to have like a girls night too or something. You know what I mean? Just kind of like same space, but like, because a lot of women, they just want another place to like be stimulated and to be away from like all the chaos of the world. And pinball is somewhere, for me personally, where my brain just kind of goes like, oh, ball, shiny, okay, ball, 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 ball. Like here we go, like let's do this thing. So yeah, just being present. And I'd say definitely Amy, love to see if with your posting of your arcade, some pictures of you showing that it's like a women-owned arcade and wanting to support that. And yeah, when you open in the fall, I hope to get a chance to go to New England, Massachusetts and check it out.
Can I add one more thing to this though?
Yeah.
Just to
no, Manu, get out of here.
If your establishment really wants to cross its T's and dot its I's, I highly suggest you put together a code of conduct that can be posted in your location. Having our staff be on point is easy, but sometimes you got to keep the customers in check too. And if you have a clearly posted code of conduct, it's a place where you can point to if someone is not being really cool. You can say, well, this is what we abide by here. I hope you understand. If you cannot abide by this, happy to have you take your business elsewhere. And that just levels the playing ground a little bit. It doesn't have to be, super strict, but a clearly posted code of conduct will probably help you in the long run. I'm going to put one together for Free Go Watch now that we're having this conversation. And I highly suggest, Amy, if you want to do that, that'll maybe help a little.
Yeah, we had to post one as well too. Really, we just all need a sign on the front of our arcade saying, "Don't be an a-hole."
No a-holes. Yeah.
Period.
But yeah,
make a video on learning how not to be an a-hole, like in a pinball space.
Yeah. Can we make a video, you guys? Learning that.
Yeah, let's do it.
I think Keith Elwin already did that though with his Pinball 101
Pinball
video.
101. Oh, totally. We should just clip that and repost it.
Clip it.
No farting.
No farting. Oh my. All right. Well, I have another little, I wouldn't maybe call it a mini game, but it's a fun little pinball segment where I'm just going to call it Pinball Confessions. Dun, dun, dun.
Hard Body. Number one game of all
time. That is your number one game. It's Hard Body.
Is the number one game.
Is the number one game. Right. Cool. That is not the question I had, but very good answer. So there's Pinball Confessions. And so these are just kind of some silly little questions. I think that'd be kind of fun just to hear what you have to say. I don't know. I think it's fun hearing what you have to say, Imoto. So what is the most money you've spent chasing one specific machine or part? You don't say the exact number, but like
the exact number.
No, I don't need the exact number, but like, have you spent a lot of money trying to find a part or a machine? Like,
well, I was like, no, not at all. But I guess like in a big bulk of thing, like my side quest of collecting all the 6803 machines has been very expensive for me because there's 15 of them.
Okay.
And I'm 4 away from having them.
Is that really
all.
a quest you have?
Oh, yes.
You are nuts.
How
you're 4 away?
Let the listeners know, what 4 are you missing?
What 4 are you missing, Imoto?
What 4 are
Let
you
us know.
missing, Imoto? What can we help you find?
I'm missing a Lady Luck, which I'm hoping to one day just buy Kyle Spiteri's Lady Luck because his is absolutely gorgeous in mint
It's
condition.
so good. That's one of my favorite games, by the way.
Wonderful. 8-Ball Champ. Missing so. I gotta look at my list. I have some on like I kind of have them, but I don't officially have them. Like BMX, I have a very strong lead, so that might make me into my 5. I have to close my app. Hold on. How about we list out all the 6803s together? Am I the only one gonna be participating?
Yeah, you would. I mean, it's close enough. That's good enough.
Yeah.
No,
I love that though.
no. What are the other ones? It's at the
That's a
tip of my
terrific
tongue.
answer to that.
Yeah, and for those that you don't know, the big exhaustive sigh that Manu had was these systems internally are like chaos. There's like they have this little thing, oh, it's easy as ABC, but it's not. The gremlins that live in the 6803 system and just trying to track them down and keep these games running has been an additional epic adventure. Out of the 10, 11 that I have right now, maybe half of them are working really good. The other ones are kind of,
Struggle
but I feel like
busting.
we should list them all. Oh yeah, wait, I have a computer here that I can look up the other two. So anyways, with that list though, my goal is once I collect them all, this is like 5-year plan sort of thing. I want to take them on tour. I'd probably definitely stop at like Pinball Expo and some of the other big shows, get them all into a trailer and drive them cross country for a year and do a whole 6803 lineup at all the different shows, like at TPF, Southern Fried, Northwest, Pinball Expo, and have the whole lineup there. And then all this was supposed to be a film documentary, by the way, but I haven't filmed any of it. But the end finale of my internal series is one show that's a central spot somewhere in the US that everyone's easy to get to, which may end up being Pinball Expo. I want to do a Guinness Book of World Records for as many hard bodies in one room at once. And so I want everyone that owns a hard body to bring their game to this show. So I'll have my whole 6803 lineup of like the 15 games or 17 with a couple of the 6803Bs. That's Atlantis and Truck Stop. And then like how many hard bodies are out there right now? 100? Do you have pin side up? How many people
Hard
own hard
bodies
body?
1,025.
Yeah, so all 1,025 hard bodies.
Good luck.
I'll take a couple hundred.
Yeah, I think a couple hundred.
I'll be happy with 50 hard bodies. All in one room under some Marco truss with Rachel McLish like, ma'am.
All right, just for a little inside baseball, because we're gonna get through this real quick. I'm gonna do this for you, Imoto, because you're my buddy. The Bally 6803 platform, the 6803 platform was Bally's final alphanumeric pinball hardware before the transition to Williams technology. It was produced from 1986 to 1989, used a Motorola 6803 microprocessor integrated on a single MPU board. Imoto, you have to say got it or need it when I call them out. Ready?
Ready.
Here we go.
It's a good game.
8-Ball Champ.
Need it.
Beat the Clock.
Got it.
Lady Luck.
Need it.
Motordome.
Got it.
So got it. Okay, Special Force.
Got it.
Strange Science.
Need it.
Yeah, I thought that would be a tough one.
There's a lot out there. I'm just waiting for the right one.
There's a lot out there? You made it for the right one? Okay.
Trying to go less project games now that I'm near the end.
Got it.
Got a lot
Okay. Okay. Blackwater 100.
Got it.
Yeah.
City Slicker.
You can play it at Lynn's Arcade right now, I think.
Can you? Oh, wait. Yeah, I know that one. That's yours?
That's mine.
Sweet. Okay. City Slicker.
Got it. Only like 300 produced.
Hard Body.
Got it. It's the game that started my overall pinball collection, and now I'm up to a little over 40 games.
If
40
you can
hard
find a hard
bodies
body, play
yourself?
I wish. Yeah.
it. Party animal.
I need it.
Heavy metal meltdown.
Got it. And the prototype playfield I bought at Expo last year.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Got it. It's right over there.
The best Imoto, the best sound track ever. Fight me.
It is. Yeah.
Is Dungeons and Dragons. Although, what's it called? That cabinet table at Premier Gottlieb. It's called Dance Moves or something like that. Can't
Night
remember.
moves.
Night Moves.
You're talking
That
about
one
night
kicks
moves.
out. Last couple. Ready? Escape from the Lost World.
Got it.
Truck Stop.
It's a B. I don't have it. It's on the extended list. 6803 B. Slightly different.
6803B. Okay.
But
And
I was
Atlantis.
trying to get it.
There's another
I
B.
don't have those two. Yeah. I don't have
Okay.
those.
All right. We did it.
All right. We
So
did
yeah,
it.
the 4 I need for sure. You missed some, by the way. You
I
didn't
probably
say
did.
BMX.
That list seemed a little
BMX.
short.
BMX. Okay.
You didn't say black belt.
It didn't
Black
say
Belt
black belt.
Day.
No, it's not here. Yeah.
That's the one with the ninja that's like.
Yeah, you hit him in the nuts, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Whoa."
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the flippers, a weird flipper arrangement at the top.
Yeah, man. All those have weird flipper arrangements. All of them getting the playfield lifted up into service mode
I don't
is
want to see
just,
that.
oh my god. Black
Yeah.
belt. I mean, Dungeons and Dragons is like you need 2 people to do it or not be 5 feet tall. It's terrible. So yeah, and then just to continue my documentary that I'm never gonna actually produce, but I'm producing in my head. Each one of those games, the ones you listed that I got, like I have such a vibrant story of how I got it and who I got it from, and I would love to interview them of like why they sold it to me and that experience because they're all unique, different ways of navigating through this. Maybe I'll write a book. That's easier.
Yeah.
No one will read this journey. It's gonna be
We'll
called
read
As
it.
Easy as ABC.
As easy as ABC. Getting the 16803.
6803.
6803.
Yeah. So Lady Luck, 8-Ball Champ, Party Animal, and Strange Science are the last 4 that I'm waiting for really nice condition, fully operational. Funny. As operational as possible. And for a good price, you know.
So this Pinball Confession, for sure, you've spent quite a bit of money then, I'm sure, investing it on this journey of finding this. I'm going to just say a number. Do you think you spent more than $50,000 searching for all these games?
No, I would say like if you did an average of how much each machine out of the whatever, there's 15, so out of the 11 I have, the median price would be $3,000 per each game. So whatever that equals up to. Some
Gotta do
have been less, some have been more.
So we'll do
Maybe like 30 grand. I don't like doing because like I went in and was like, let me go through my entire inventory and mark off like how much each is kind of like the value or how much I spent on it. And I was like, I'm gonna do it now. Oh my god, I did not spend this much on games. But it's
Yeah.
been
Be
over a
sick.
long period of time.
I mean,
yeah.
there's a lot of pinball people that have spent way more trying to
Yep.
get certain collections. So I would say
At
that,
least the
yeah.
games work.
Yeah, totally. No. The money that I have spent on pinball is yeah, pretty wild too. Not as crazy as some people, but I think definitely there's been some dollars spent.
Everyone,
So these are
clean your balls. Nobody likes dirty balls
Exactly.
whacking all around your playfield.
No.
Nothing's
I
the
wish-
best.
You're supposed to leave the oil on them though, right?
No.
When Stern gives you the balls.
No.
She says it so matter of fact.
She said that to get me up, to rile me up. Like no.
But you
Yeah.
can't just leave your
You know
balls
why?
with
Because
oil.
she never cleaned off the ball snail trails of a playfield from someone who did do that, so she's not as triggered. We should just go oil all of Erika's balls in her game and then walk
That's
away and then
mean.
see what happens.
You're mean.
Oh man. It's okay. I can fix it. Da, da, da. So my next pinball confession question is, what's something about the pinball community you privately find exhausting?
Manu.
Manu, it's Manu.
So she couldn't say
I'm sure
anything,
Manu
guys. She
finds
was just...
me exhausting at times. Uh, with all my side project requests. But really, like, I can't think of anything about the pinball community that's exhausting other than my time management skills to be able to do all the things I want to do for and with this community. Like, I have so many ideas. Everyone has so many ideas. They're all freaking great and exciting, but just the prioritizing and execution is like the struggles. And it's exhausting being like, I want to do these things, but I am not yet.
Yeah, I feel that hardcore.
Well, that's what we're Imoto. That's what we're here for. Erika and I, we've pitched in to do take a lot of the grunt work off for you, and I'm super happy that you have me doing a lot of the homebrew stuff.
Showcases.
You've introduced me to such an amazing world of developers and creativity, and I'm coming from the heart right now. I'm really, really happy that you kind of said, okay, Manu, let's see if you can run with these guys and talk to these guys. I think we did 23 interviews one time. And I'm sure Erika can speak to helping out, but I thank you for that.
Yeah, no, definitely. Imoto, I have to thank you because you totally were like, yes, come on, do things. Let's do creative stuff. I'm like, oh, hey, you're going to this show. And you're like, you want to come? You want to go to the show? And then Marco has been super supportive. Like you specifically too have been like, just, oh, hey, we're doing this. Do you want to come to do this? Oh, we can do this for you, or we can do this. And like including me in your projects and having pinball just become like a really fun space for me to be in and be a part of. And yeah, you've introduced me to so many people and I've done so many cool things, and I'm really grateful for all the opportunities. You truly are like a pinball gem, and I'm just super grateful I get to be in your circle of people that get to talk to you and hang out with you, and I can just text you, be like, hey, Imoto, how's it going? So
Yeah, that's true. Good. Thanks,
yeah.
Scott. I mean, y'all are, yeah. And, just you can cut this part out. I was going to say just as we're circle jerking, but you don't want to actually see that.
Nope, it's in.
But thank you too, because we've been able to do some really cool stuff, and like these things I can't pull off alone, and we have all these awesome people doing these great things, and all of us kind of have that like historian mindset of like capturing the moment and making archives of it. And I couldn't do it without you guys, and I'm glad it is y'all, because you guys are freaking awesome. And let's keep doing it as long as y'all are willing. I know it's like meal copy credit, so I appreciate even more how hard work you guys put into it, because it's a lot. A lot of the stuff I do like is just like extracurricular. There's no real budget other than like our time and blood, sweat, and tears. And if that wasn't enough, then it would like not happen, sort of thing. So thank you guys for sure.
Thank you so much for I'm sorry, Erika, you want to say something?
I know. I want to say like a few shout out things before we end the.
I mean, that sounds like
Don't
Mickey
you mean?
Mouse for a minute.
Don't you mean, oh?
Yeah, that's what
You're like the Jackbox guy.
Yeah.
Jackbox, the trivia murder guy.
the murder one. Oh my god,
Yeah.
totally.
Well, thank you very much, Imoto, for joining us. You gotta come back again, right?
Yeah.
We didn't make the alternate version of this to be this for no reason. And if you got one of these, you're super special.
Yeah. If you like the art, it's done by yours truly, me.
This is the best ever.
Yeah. Right? I made a little Imoto for it. Yeah.
Is there any shout outs you want to give before we wrap it up today?
Yes, some important pinball news coming up. So Southern Fried Gaming Expo is our next big show with Marco and our Pin DevCon homebrew and custom games experience. So that's in Atlanta, Georgia at the last weekend of July. So it's July 30th, August 1st and 2nd. In Atlanta, we're hosting 12 to 13 homebrew games this year, which is doubled the amount from last year. We'll have a cool maker space in collaboration with Fast and Trident and all sorts of fun stuff going on with that. And then we're taking that experience to Pinball Expo. That'll be like our wrap up show of the year. That's where people come from literally all over the world to experience pinball in Chicago, Illinois. And we will set up another big homebrew village, is kind of what we all started calling it after last year. It was a really special experience of all the different people combined into this one space. So, hoping to host another 40 plus pinball machines there and have the maker space and just share awesome highlights on how to get involved to build your own homebrew dream theme. I'm trying to convince Manu to bring the homebrew that his head has been blocking this whole time to Pinball Expo because it'd be good. And then also, if you are thinking of bringing a pinball machine to any of these shows, don't wait. Like your homebrew games, I was talking to Manu about this earlier. Don't wait till your game is in the final state to then bring it to the show, because the beauty of having it at a pinball show with this community is the feedback channel that you'll get. So when you come and bring your pinball show in like a somewhat working status but not fully, you're going to get all this awesome constructive feedback from makers, from professional designers, from just game players, like even the tournament players coming and playing your game can start talking to you about shot flow and rule design, what really like sparks them. Having that ability to have that kind of like genuine feedback during your build process is like money, because if you put everything in and you're like button up and this is the game and then you bring it out and everyone's like, well, why don't you just do this ramp like 45 more degrees that way, and then you're like, oh, but I'm already complete. This is it. You don't get that same, it's not the same experience. And really, the way we design this experience is for you to be along that journey. Like, bring your whitewood, bring just like you literally have your whitewood ready to go, and we can kind of test flip it, or we can help wire it during the show. You know, at last year, coming to America, Ricardo James and his team, they had their playfield populated but not wired. They had their cabinet or whatever. They don't have the code and stuff set up, but it didn't matter. Everyone came all hands on deck, wired it up together, and then it was this awesome like triumphant parade over to when they dropped that playfield into the cabinet and then plugged it all in, and then like the coders and like the software engineers came in and they, you know, made sure that everything was running good. And then that first flip where we watched the ball like send it and everyone cheers, you know what I mean? It's like a whole experience. So don't feel like you have to get your game to 100% to then showcase. Like, the beauty of it is bring your work in progress and let's work on it together during the show. And that's what Pin DevCon's all about. That's what Marco and Fast and Trident are all supporting. And the overall, like you guys said, the overall homebrew community, they're just amazing people and everyone is helping each other with their individual projects. And with Erika, it's like the indie film community, like all
Yeah.
over again. You know,
It's
that
like a
was
niche
all
within
my
a niche.
20s. Yeah, supporting the indie film festivals and stuff. Now it's like decades later, we're doing the same kind of thing with these unique creators. And we're on the line to do our pinball machine too soon, Erika.
Yeah. We
We
got to
got it.
make it
But
happen. We're gonna make
yeah,
a Princess Mononoke, right? Is that what we're doing?
yeah,
We're gonna
that's right.
make
That's
that
right.
happen.
Yes.
Sick.
But yeah, so bring your games to the show. Reach out to me, Imoto at marcopinball.com, or you know, join the Trident Discord or whatever. Hit up the Strictly Customs Facebook group that Jake Danzig moderates. We're all in those channels, and let us know how we can support you bringing your game out, because the more the merrier, y'all. It's a super fun experience, and we want you guys to be a part of it.
Yeah. No, it's super
The
fun.
end. End scene. Scroll credits.
You got anything, Erika?
Off my Marco soapbox.
Oh, no, I just want to say definitely the homebrew community is super great. We'll go ahead and put a bunch of links to stuff in the show notes below. And yeah, again, thank you so much, Imoto, for being here. So thank you guys for listening. No, this one's kind of running a little.
No.
Oh, no?
I got to do it. You don't get to do it.
He's
But I
speaker
thought-
too, Erika.
I'm
But
speaker,
speaker
two.
2 does the outro.
Oh my god.
That's the outro.
Intro. Speaker 1 does the outro. I'm supposed to
Yes,
say.
I do the outro.
No, because you did the.
Oh my god, are we gonna do this again?
Please
No,
do
but-
not cut.
All right, you
any
wanna
of
do it,
this
do it. You
episode,
do it.
except the
You do it.
circle jerk thing I was talking
You do
about.
it.
But what?
She don't
I
believe you.
thought my
It's
brain
okay.
is like, I'm pretty sure
It's okay.
that when we've done the intro, whoever says the topics, that
I've never
same
changed this
person-
document. This is what happens, Imoto, when you're starting to get old. Like
No
Erika.
numbers.
Erika's
want-
starting
do you
to
wanna-
feel it.
All we have is the end. So if you want to do it, go ahead and do it. But
No, you do it because I'm
oh.
scared now.
Are you scared? Did I
I'll
scare
fucking
you?
do it.
I'm trying to support Erika, but not scare her. I'm a very scary person.
Me and
How's
You're
that
great.
Manu,
coming, Moto?
You're a great director. It's bacon.
he's so good at directing me.
You're eating bacon? You're hungry. All right, I'll do the outro. Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. All right, that's it for the Pinball Minority. Oh, no, it's not the Pinball Minority. Okay.
See, I'm saying don't cut any of this. It's gold.
I love how we're going to cut and you're going to have bacon in your hand. It's going to be great. It's going to be a pop-in bacon.
It's on character.
All right. Okay, yeah, no, Erika, go. No, please. Okay, ready? Here you go. That's it for Pinball Minority Report. Check out our socials. Search YouTube and Instagram for Erika's Pinball Journey. That's Erika with a K. And Mystery Pinball Theater 3000. That's 3000 with a 3.
I always think it's 2,000. And I'm like, nah, he's got 1,000 more than that.
Oh, yeah, I'm a 3000. All right. Thanks. See you guys next time. Check out the pop-in food, the Coke, the bacon.
And next
But
week.
wait, there's more.
Oh, this is fun.